All right, my next guest is already in studio and he's here with his daughter as well. We're talking about Shawn Richards. He's a classical guitarist and a music teacher and the music Unites Jamaica Foundation beneficiary. Talent alone, guys, doesn't build a career. Discipline, access, mentorship, and support matters just as much as our guest. Shawn Richards is a classical guitarist and a music teacher whose journey took him through, let's just say, from self-teaching as a child to a formal training locally and overseas, and now to shaping the next generation of musicians. He's also a beneficiary, as I mentioned, from the Music Unites Jamaica Foundation, which we'll get to in just a bit. But I want to welcome him as he continues to tune his guitar, his classical guitar, in studio. Shawn, welcome.
Greetings, man. Greetings.
Greetings.
Greetings to everybody in Jamaica, you know.
All is well. I need a little bit closer to that microphone because you're stringing, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, man, the bass voice. And there's a big voice above too, you know. I have to make it go through the air. Welcome, my brother.
Thank you for welcoming
It's a
me.
pleasure, man. I must mention that Shawn is also a graduate of the Edna Manley School of the Visual and Performing Arts. Proud graduate, Shawn?
Yes, man, definitely.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's wonderful to be able to, you know, be one of those who have gone through the doors of, you know, of an institution as prestigious as that one here in Jamaica.
Yes.
And it's good to have something like that in Jamaica that we call our own, you know.
I'm glad you said that because we
man.
just spoke to Leighton Jones, who's the vice principal and administration and resource development man there at the Edna Manley College of the Visual and Performing Arts. And he, you know, came and obviously he spoke about, you know, all the wonderful things that is on offer there at the university. And you here are sitting as living proof that that kind of shaping, that kind of molding does impact lives positively.
Yeah, man. I mean, we, when growing up as young people, we, you know, all the opportunities that present themselves that will help us to develop as, you know, develop into adulthood. I mean, it's all welcome.
Yeah.
You know, we have our universities all over Jamaica.
Yes.
You know, talents are being produced right here and being, you know, shipped outside. You know, opportunities are opening all over the place. And everywhere you go, you can find a Jamaican. So, I mean, and a lot of them, their experiences started right here on the rock.
Yes, sir. That is so true.
Yeah,
You didn't. Was music always the dream to be a professional musician?
No. It's interesting that you asked because I had no intention of becoming a professional musician. Especially when I developed this desire to learn the classical guitar. I was thinking, well, I mean, classical music here in Jamaica, why, I go dead for hungry. So, I mean, you know, I've got to find something, something do where, you know, that can help.
That's not popular.
You know.
Yeah, man. You're not parade.
Yes, man. You know, bread have to make one way or another, you know. This would have just been like a hobby.
Right.
You know, that was the thought at the time when I was, you know, when I started on this journey.
You started teaching yourself to play.
Yeah, because I mean the desire for learning was so strong that, you know, some people would say the universe, because when you put out, they say, when you put your thoughts out there,
yes,
the universe
put it out there.
But may I say, boy, the Almighty.
That's right.
Right? Because I mean, the Creator know what the intentions are of the heart, you know, and once you move towards your desires, you know, doors will open. So it's, you know, it was never an intention of mine to become a professional musician.
How did it all happen for you? Because, you know, the Edna Manley College of the Visual and Performing Arts, they're there. How did you get to the point where you were accepted there? I mean, what kind of support did you receive?
Why, I mean, after I started teaching myself the guitar, it actually took me to Edna Manley. It's a good thing. There was an Edna Manley College, or is an Edna Manley College here in Jamaica, because that's where I went with the hope of getting more information. I went to the music library, you know, and I saw a lot of the recordings that they had there on classical guitar, because I only had one recording and I wanted to hear more.
Yes.
And that was where I also met Mr. Norman McCallum,
Come on.
my first guitar teacher. And he was very surprised when we met. He was like, how did you manage to teach yourself all the way out there? He almost was saying, out there in Olaba Bush.
Yes.
I was, that was where I grew up, and when I played for him, he was very impressed. And then that was when he decided to assist me by communicating with Miss Rosina Moda, who at the time was had a foundation in her name,
Right.
which is now what we call the Music Unites Jamaica Foundation, and she is the one who actually started this ball rolling in that direction, because at the time I was going to the Jamaican German Automotive School thinking of becoming,
A certified mechanic?
yes, and the intention was also to become a what you call them, one of those who assess the vehicle.
Yes, okay, yeah. Right.
So.
The one thing I appreciate about you, though, Shawn, is that you always try to be certified in whatever it is that you were interested in. You sought a higher level of education and application so that you could learn more about it.
Yeah, because that's your license, basically. I mean, in addition to having knowledge, talent, know-how to move in this life. I mean, in order to reach a certain height or to start off at a certain level, you need to get the license, and the license is usually a certificate or a degree.
Yeah.
To start
To say
off
you're trainable or
good-
trained.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Listen, when you're talking about your entry into Edna Manley, you're already teaching yourself classical music based on, I guess, ear. You're listening to this one record that you say you had. And
Not just here.
Right.
I was fortunate to have met some friends, and, big up one of them. Auntie P, big up yourself if you're listening.
all right.
Yeah, I was given a guitar as a gift. And I mean, every day I was, there practicing and whatnot, and sometimes even schoolwork, wasn't being done as it should, and mommy used to, make a lot of noise. Boy, I go and dash with this guitar. I go and,
Right.
Yeah, man. And I mean, it's just that fire that was inside,
Yeah.
burning. And you have a lot of people here in Jamaica, I suppose.
With that kind of innate natural
Yes,
ability, yeah.
But I mean, life and circumstances just, out that little fire.
So tell me how once you got to Edna Manley College and you say you met your favorite tutor there, how did that college help to shape the man you are today?
All right, it's a very good question. The program that they have there, right, was, put together to cater for all students, right? And I mean, they had and still have people there who are very capable and able to teach the necessary things that they have in their programs for students that go there. Fortunate for me, I had Mr. Norman McCallum who was there, right? And he was the one who saw the talent and decided that, boy, I need to talk to Rosina about this young lad. And I started there in their after-school program. And within that year, I did a grade 5 theory in ABRSM theory and the practical, and I was successful. So, right after, Rosina said to me, "No, you can't stop here, man. You need to go do a certificate in instrumental and vocal training." And then, at the time I was doing that program, I was still at Jackass.
Yes.
Yeah, so I was basically at the two schools at the same time.
Had a decision to make, eh?
Yes, man, for 2 years. Because that was from 2002. And then in 2004, I ended up graduating from both.
Wow.
And then Rosina said to me again, you can't stop there, you need to go to the diploma program. And I was like, whoa, You know, because that was the moment when the decision.
Tell me about that. Having persons with so much faith in you, you know, I mean, what did that mean to have that kind of encouragement?
Very good question. You know, these are things we take for granted, right? Having people who give you enough support, enough so to push you over the barriers or the walls that you set up
for yourself. Yes.
Right? And I mean, if you're able to surround yourself with people having that kind of drive towards pushing you more than you would push yourself.
Yes.
I mean, nothing
That's a blessing.
Yes, man.
That's a blessing.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
So having her as my back, let's put it that way, I mean, it was amazing.
It was amazing.
Yeah, man. And every step that I have taken, she has been there. And then it led to me meeting other people like the late Mr. Jeff Cobham, you know, who at the time was the chairman of the Edamani College.
Yeah.
And he himself was a guitarist. So even more so, you know, I mean, meeting that gentleman, you know, and being able to, you know, rap with him, you know.
Yeah. Here's my question for you before we take a quick break, because you shared that, you know, early in the journey you were questioning yourself as to why classical music.
Yes, man.
And what was there? Is there a place for you, you know, to earn from classical music? Is there a place for you to have a career? But then you started on your journey. You had, you know, got some assistance. Tell me about the revelation. Tell me about the light bulbs that went off as you matured and as you got deeper into learning more about classical music and just what you can do with it. We're going to take a quick break and come right back. This is the Two Live Crew. We're speaking with Shawn Richards, a classical guitarist, music teacher, and a beneficiary from the Music Unites Jamaica Foundation. He's right here. We'll be right back.
This is 94.5 FM.
Hey, we're here with Shawn Richards, classical guitarist and music teacher. I tell you what, Shawn, I asked the question earlier. How did your impression change after, you know, you started your journey at Edna Manley? You started to meet people who were, you know, also classically trained, and they were encouraging you. I mean, clearly now you teach, you mentor. You're also, you know, involved in playing the music, I'm sure, you know, on the secular level out there for people. Classical music has a space and certainly has an opportunity for you to earn well, yes?
Yes, but maybe not so much so here in Jamaica. Right?
Unfortunately, yeah?
Most people who are involved in art music usually earn a decent little living teaching, and every now and again, I mean, performing, whether it is at you know, the hotel venues or you know,
might have a few jazz festivals that want like a classical feel to it.
I mean, even events put on by you know, corporate events and
those are good gigs.
Weddings and so on, you know. Yeah, but beyond that, I mean, if you want a steady income, you have to get into the classroom. Yeah,
and there are places outside of Jamaica that certainly offers a really awesome career in classical music.
Yes.
Yeah, and if you are able, you know, to get the requisite knowledge and the study here and the qualifications, you can go to some places overseas and really do well.
Yeah, man, that's true. I mean, Jamaica has a few names out there, you know, you know, which includes the great Willard White. You know.
Hey.
Yes, man.
Hey. Let's talk about this foundation, the Music Unites Jamaica Foundation. I mean, integral they've been in terms of assisting you personally throughout your studies and your career.
I mean, in every aspect of my life, the director has always been there. Music Unites basically has been around for roughly 32 years. So they have helped. They have helped a good number of persons out there.
Yeah.
Teachers, you know. A lot of them have gone into the classroom. And and I'm seeing that their aim is to continue doing the great job that they are doing.
Yeah, it's important to have people, who support.
Yes, man. And the same way I have received and others are receiving support from Music Unites. Music Unites need the support of Jamaica, because I mean the concert that is coming up.
It's a moment of music.
Yes.
It's a concert coming up with Ryan Bryce Davis.
Yes.
Ryan Bryce Davis, internationally acclaimed Jamaican-American mezzo-soprano.
Mm-hmm. See, Jamaican again,
she's going to be accompanied by Roger N. Williams, piano, along with the band and string quartet. I'm sure you're going to be there.
Yeah,
Shawn.
man, I will be there, helping with the groundwork and so on, selling off tickets, etc.
The tickets, I'm glad you mentioned
yes.
that, are available at caribtix.com. So you can go to caribtix.com, look out for A Moment of Music with Ryan Bryce Davis, Jamaican.
Yeah, man.
Jamaican-American.
And for those who are out there who are musicians themselves, who are interested, there will be a workshop for professional singers on Thursday from 3 to 5. And there's also a master class on Friday at 10 a.m. So
Shawn, should people like myself, I'd love to learn the guitar, you know what I mean? But sometimes I wonder if it's like, may I have the time, or how long would it take me? And you know what I mean, Shawn?
Yeah.
Sometimes I should just dispel all those things and stop procrastinating and get the class done, don't it?
Well, I mean, we move towards doing things that we consider to be important to ourselves. I mean, a lot of the times, yes, it's the energy, the drive,
And let's say if the children learn classical music, does it help with other subjects like math? Because I'm told that there's a correlation.
Well, they say that it's a good way, not just classical music in general.
Yeah.
Classical music is one of those, great, good means for what they call now, which is used to help to connect the neurons that between right and left
brain. Yeah.
Because they say the right side of the brain is the creative side and the left brain
that
is
that's
the
what whole brain creative. That's what that's what they say. What fascinates you most when you look back about your journey as Shawn? Just in terms of where you began and where you are today.
Very good question. It's fascinating to note that this desire that woke up inside of me has been, has come to fruition. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the intention was never to become a professional musician, right? And when I started to get interested in classical guitar and classical music, I mean, I never saw that as anything that I could earn a living from. I mean, proper living, but the support that I got and the experiences that opened my mindset.
You're just such a humble person, because I'm reading your bio, and I mean, it's taking you not just through Edna Manley College, but you had scholarships, in other places as well. You went overseas to study in Central America.
Yeah, went to Venezuela. Fortunately.
Yeah.
That too was.
What was that experience like to go to?
Oh gosh, man, it's like two different worlds, Bridget. Because I mean, I never knew. I never knew that. The experience was such. So I mean, culturally was so different.
Right.
Until me go try to tell one dog to move. I mean, where I was living, the owner had 2 dogs in the house. One of them was more dog for me, I mean,
right.
That one, I said, that one is a more manageable, animal, yes, man.
Right.
The other one, oh gosh, man. I always wanted to come into my room,
bit too friendly.
Yes, man, and I never really liked it. So I told the dog move, and the dog was there with his tongue out his head, like he's saying, what are you saying?
This is my place.
So I mean, saying that to say this, the experiences, where culture is concerned, I mean, it's totally different, especially where music is concerned. That's when I started to realize how much music affects the energy in a country. The type of music they listen to over there, their type of music, their folk music and so on. I mean, it's not like our reggae music and, you know, our type of music. You realize that our people seem like we are sedated, you know. I don't want to use the word drugged, but I mean, you listen to our reggae music and so on, and people just, you know, moving around, you know,
with the same kind of
yeah,
energy.
man, like
and
no
tempo.
problem and everything airy, you know. But over there, their music, the people are more energized.
Tempo.
Yes,
Tempo
you know,
is different.
it's different, you know, and those are some of the things that, you know, open your understanding to the fact that sometimes, you know, it's good to go out there and experience another side of the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know, and I mean, it also will open up, as we said, open up the heavens, you know, open up your, change up the mindset and things so that, you know, things that you garner outside of your culture can come back and help to enrich yours, you know.
Love that.
Yeah,
Love
man.
that. For talented students, folks who are listening right now, you know, they may be having some financial issues. You know, I mean, there are people who stood in the gap for you, but they're still passionate about, you know, pursuing a career in the arts, perhaps in music. You know, what do you tell them about, you know, where to go?
Very good question, you know. There are a number of institutions out there that also support, you know, foundations like Music Unites. You have the Chase Fund, which was one of those that, you know, helped me during my journey, you know.
Yes.
Over there in Venezuela, I was being supported by them.
Awesome. Big up the Chase.
yeah,
I love to hear
yeah,
these
man.
stories,
Big up
because
Chase
sometimes
Fund,
you
man.
ask how does Chase impact,
Yes.
and when you hear it, it's
Yeah,
a
man.
big up.
Yeah,
Big
man.
up to the
Big
Chase
them up,
Fund.
man.
Yeah.
Big. And when I came back, my associate degree was still not sufficient for me to go into the classroom. So I had to do like an upgrade at Edna College, which was where Chase stepped back in, along with assistance from the Jamaica American Friends. I don't quite remember.
Yes, but I know what you're talking about. They're associated
man.
with the U.S. Embassy.
Yes. You know, and all these institutions, even the banks out there, I mean, lend your support, man. There are so many of us out there who need the support. We need it.
But
you know?
show yourself. You know, don't just sit back, and you know, you have to show what you're worth.
Yes,
you know, nobody's
you know.
going to invest in somebody who's not putting.
Well,
some
that's
energy
true.
out
That
there
is true.
too,
That
you know?
is true.
Yeah.
So the youngsters who are out there, I mean, hoping to, you know, realize their dreams. You know, I mean,
Shawn, me now just make a come here and play to my guitar. You know, we have like under 2 minutes to go to the news.
okay.
Try just string it up, Shawn. Here
All
is
right.
Shawn Richards, classical guitarist. He's taking us to the 4 o'clock headline.
I'm gonna play a song called Preludio de Adios, Goodbye Prelude by Alfonso Montes. He's a Venezuelan who migrated to live in Germany and wrote this song, you know. So, yeah. So,
Here goes.
This is 94.5
FM.